I am looking for a GPS watch that has cellular service, that is lockable to the wrist, and has a good battery life.
What do you mean lockable? Like, so nobody can steal it?
Nobody could take it off without special tools, special unarming.
What do you carry, the nuclear codes? What do you? What is it that? Yeah, okay.
We're talking to a dad along with a mom who panicked last Wednesday night when our 12-year-old son showed up missing.
Oh, dear.
Found him an hour later.
Thank God.
And found him, believe it or not, naked in the middle of the golf course after he had found $70, gone to Target, shop, and
I shouldn't laugh, but
I can. I'll laugh.
Wow. You know, our jobs as parents is to just keep them from doing anything that would be permanently damaging.
It's more of the fact that we suspect that he's sleepwalking.
Oh, he's sleepwalking. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. So you think he did this in his sleep?
Well, at 7:45, he was completely coherent. He was talking to us about his homework and went back down. 15 minutes later, the back door's wide open, and he's missing.
Wow. So he just sleepwalked out of there, went to Target. Naked? Was he naked at Target?
No, we got him on video going in the store at 8:31, fully clothed. On the way there, he found $70.
Nice.
I wish I had his luck. But
lucky in sleep. Wow.
Yeah. And then...
So he remembers none of this?
Nope.
So you want some way to keep an eye on him, in effect. I mean, I could tell you a bunch of watches that have those tools, but I don't know of any that have a lockable wristband. Now, I bet you...
He's a smart kid.
Yeah.
And my fear is the fact that, I've heard of a semi-truck driver that drove from Kansas to Colorado Springs in his semi-truck, parked it, and then woke up for real.
It's amazing. Yeah, I used to sleepwalk as a kid. And you wake up and you've been doing something and you can't figure out how you got there. So I can understand that. I don't know of any watch that comes with a band. You basically want LoJack for your kid is what you want. And I don't know of any that come with a band that you can't take off, but I do know of many that have removable bands. So you could choose the watch and then maybe replace the band with something that couldn't be easily removed. I mean, he could tear it off.
Yeah.
But nothing that would be easily removed. And, in his sleep, that might be sufficient. So I have a watch I like a lot. In fact, I just got it. In fact, I was planning to review it today. This is from Samsung. It's their Samsung Gear S3 Frontier. Very nice watch. It has all those features, so you could track him. But what it doesn't have is a lockable band. However, it has a standard 22mm removable band. So it means it's a standard watch band that you could replace. So, and that's not the case, by the way, with this LG Sport, which just came out. That's an Android Wear watch. It does not have a removable band. But I think any watch that has a standard band, you might be able to. I think the first thing would be find a band that can't be removed. You'd have to have some way to remove it. You want a lock, I guess.
Yeah, whether or not you use, a special, like a pin removal tool of some sort.
Yeah. Well, you certainly could take it off that way.
He's completely, I'm for that.
Wow, poor kid. Oh, yeah, that's terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah, to wake up to find out, last I remember, I'm sitting on the couch clothed, and now I'm waking up, laying in the grass at the golf course in my underwear.
Yeah, no, I completely sympathize. That's terrifying. It's terrifying for you, but it's maybe even more so for him because he's out of control of his body. He doesn't You know, he doesn't know what's going to happen. Poor kid.
Yeah.
He probably will grow out of that. I'm sure you're consulting with the appropriate physicians. But
we've already we took him to the ER that first night, and we've got an EEG scheduled for a week and a half out. So.
I would look at the Samsung Gear S3. It's a really nice watch. Does the GPS. You can call it. You can actually make a phone call to it. It'll ring. It's about $250. It will pair to Android or iOS. I think that's, you know, for a consumer-style device, that's probably your best choice. And then you just need to find a band. You know what you could do is you could have a band that, you know, the band it comes with, you could crazy glue it. I mean, you could keep from. Now there are
what kind.
Go ahead.
What kind of battery life does it have?
It's good. It's 3 or 4 days. It's very good. It's much better than. One of the reasons I like it is, unlike the Android Wear, which barely get through a day, it'll get you through several days.
Okay.
But that's a good point. You do need to charge that every once in a while. So you need a way to get it off without too much trouble. There are devices.
And then when do you charge it?
Yeah, well, you charge it when he's at school, when he's awake. I'm going to send you to autismspeaks.org. He's obviously not autistic, but they have location devices for this specific purpose that might be more suitable. Leo Laporte, the tech guy. We'll put a link in the show notes. Angel Sense. It's GPS and voice monitoring. Yeah. Care track. No, that's fine. You don't have to tell me. I know. I roughly know when I'm at. I'm looking at this site. Thank you guys. Smiley in our chat room. He gave us a link. This is autismspeaks.org, but I'll put a link in the show notes to the resource library for locating devices. So these are specifically. There's one called Care Track. It's for people with Alzheimer's. Angel Sense. Personal Emergency Notifier. Freedom Watch, monitoring device incorporates radio frequency GPS monitoring. It's a wrist or ankle watch, powerful rechargeable battery, receiver base. I'm sure some of these will not. There's even LoJack, personal LoJack, believe it or not, LoJack safety net.
Maybe I take them down to the cops and have them.
Well, some of these are used by law enforcement. No, some of these are used by law enforcement, but also available for individuals. So there's a long list of these, and this is for Alzheimer's. You know, this happens a lot with elders, right? They just wander off.
Yeah.
So I think there are some really good solutions for this, probably better than just a standard Android watch.
If you have a moment in your show. I'm also looking for a webcam program that would do time-lapse, like take a picture every 20, 30 minutes over a 2 to 3 day period. Yeah,
all of them will. You just need to be running the software.
Okay.
So I used to do this all the time. There's programs like ChronoLapse that will, as long as you have a camera on your computer, will just periodically take pictures. There's quite a few of these. I used to use this before we had streaming video. We would use these to do, every 10 seconds a picture of what's going on in the studio, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I gotta record how much water is being used through a water meter.
Ah, interesting. You're making good use of technology in the real world. I like it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for your show.
You're very welcome. Thanks for listening.